I don't think hell exists. I happen to believe in life after death, but I don't think it's got a thing to do with reward and punishment. Religion is always in the control business. And that's something people don't really understand. It's in the guilt-producing control business. And if you have heaven as a place where you're rewarded for your goodness and hell as a place where you're punished for your evil, then you sort of have control of the population. And so they create this fiery place, which has quite literally scared the hell out of a lot of people throughout Christian history. Mm-hmm. And it's part of a control tactic.
But wait a minute, you're saying that hell, the idea of a place under the earth or somewhere where you're tormented for an eternity, is actually an invention of the church?
I think the church fired its furnaces hotter than anybody else. But I think there's a sense in most religious life of reward and punishment in some form.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakwakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening on to this truth with heart sincerity. I already made a blessing election be upon your houses. All right, as we just seen in the previous clip that was played, that was a retired bishop that was pretty much explaining and talking about how the whole hell doctrine, the whole idea and conception idea of hell was pretty much fabricated, that it was invented, all right, by this, plantation Christianity, predominantly the Roman Catholic Church, all right, creating that as a form of control, creating that as a form of fear, creating that also as a form of, getting more money, from their congregation. All right. According to the scriptures, there is no place where, the wicked are punished to be, burned and tormented and tortured for all eternity. Right. There is no such place like that, man. All right. Hell is a condition that is played out on the planet Earth. And also hell can also mean the grave. All right. But as far as a place where you would be tormented for all of eternity, that is not accurate according to the scriptures. All right. Because according to the scriptures, all spirits go back unto the Heavenly Father after you give up the ghost on this side. All right. You go back to the spirit realm according to the scriptures. Right. But plantation Christianity has you believe that if you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. But that's not biblically accurate. All right. But let's jump into it. This is Job, the 3rd chapter, verse 11. It reads, "Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breasts that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest. With kings and counselors of the earth, which build desolate places for themselves, or with a prince that had gold, who filled their houses with silver. Or as in hidden untimely birth, I had not been as infants which never saw light." And the point I'm wanting right here, there the wicked cease from troubling, and there they weary be at rest. Right? So pretty much what Job is saying here is, in the spirit realm, right, both good and bad people are in the spirit realm, man. Right? Both people that were committing wickedness, people that were righteous, all right, they both are in the spirit realm, man. Right? Because at the end of the day, all the spirits return back unto the Heavenly Father, back unto the one that created them. All right. Now let's back that up even more. This is Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, verse 7. It reads, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it." All right. Again, these two scriptures alone debunk the whole theory, the whole idea, the whole misconstrued conception that there is a physical place called hell where you are tormented and tortured for all eternity, man. Because according to the scriptures, the Heavenly Father says, right, all spirits return back unto the Heavenly Father after you perish. Okay, not some, not half, but all spirits go back into the Heavenly Father. You go back into the spirit realm. Okay, the good people and the bad people. All right, there isn't a number that goes to a imaginary place called hell, or there's a fiery pit and you burn for all eternity, and then the other number goes to heaven. No, it doesn't work like that. All spirits return back into the Heavenly Father. Okay. Again, showing you that these plantation Christians don't have it, man. They don't have the truth, man. Right? They don't have the truth. Oh, yeah, let me get this. Because I already had it over here, but I'm going to get it over here. This is Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter. We're going to get verse 22, and then we're going to go into the words in the blue letter. Deuteronomy 32, verse 22, and it reads, "For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains." And when we go into this verse in the blue letter Bible, and the word hell,
Strong's H 7585, Sheol, Sheol, and second entry, Sheol, Sheol.
right? And when we go into that, we can see here some of the usages and the meaning of the word hell. We have the underworld, a grave, a hell, a pit, right? A place of no return, right? A place of exile. Okay. And if we continue on, right here in the Strong's definition, it says Hades, or the world of the dead, as if the subterranean retreat, including its accessories and inmates, grave, hell, pit. All right. Going to that word, right? Again, right? Hell could either be the grave, right? Or it could be a physical condition, in other terms, right? Or a condition that you're living, right? That's being played out on the planet Earth. All right. And another thing too, to back up that hell is that hell could also be a condition, right? And not a physical place where you will burn for all eternity and be tormented. All right. This is Jonah, the second chapter. We can start at verse 1, and it reads, "Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly, and said, I cry by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice." Right? So it says Jonah was crying out of the belly of hell, right? And he was swallowed in the fish's belly, right? And then we go into that word hell again in here, right? Same thing, same Strong's.
Strong's H 7585, Sheol, Sheol, and second entry, Sheol, Sheol.
Right? So Jonah said he was crying out of the belly of hell, right? So he wasn't in a physical place where he's getting tormented, where it's just fire and tortured and all these things. No, he was in the belly of the fish, man. He was in a terrible condition, man. All right, he was going through it, man. All right, you hear brothers say it all the time when they talk. They be like, "Man, I'm catching hell right now, man. This job is hell, and so forth, man." Okay, again, showing you, right, that the physical place that modern day and also or that modern day plantation Christianity teaches, and also what stems from the Roman Catholic churches, right? The idea of hell, where you'll be tormented and tortured if you are not good, right, and so forth for all eternity, is a misconstrued false doctrine that was invented to fear, for control, and for money. All right, power too. All right, but according to the scriptures, those things are not accurate. All right, all spirits return back into Yahweh Shem Shai after you die. But hey, Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect of Israel. With that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach the belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the full elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening to this truth with heart sincerity. Until next time, shalom. In the ball, Kwame Sharala, shalom.